Hi everyone, my name is Vishnuvardhan. I am from secondary C studying Business of Technology. Now I am going to explain about few topics I have learned in JavaScript. Primarily, let us learn about variables in JavaScript. In JavaScript, we can declare variables in three different syntaxes. Primarily using variable, another one is let, another one is constant. The syntax for declaring variables is as follows. Using where we can declare variable as follows. Primarily we put where on given space, and I have given x as variable name, and here equals to is the assignment operator which assigns value to x. Here 10 is the value, I have given 10 as the value to x. Semicolon is the syntax which is mandatory for the entire language. And another way of declaring the variable is using let. It is same as declaring variable, but this word is exchanged by let, where word is exchanged by let. Similarly, constant is also same as where and let. We can print the xyz values using the console.log, which is useful to print the values of xyz in the console. Now let us see the values. Open the website, open the inspect, go to the console or refresh. Here it is showing the values 10, 20, t as I have given in the order x, y, z. X is 10, y is 20, z is 30. This is the way for declaring and assigning values to the variable. Now we can see what the difference between these three ways of declaring the variables. If we call the console.log operation after assigning a value to the variable, it is printed as follows, like a is assigned to the 5 and b is assigned to 10. If we call the console.log function before defining the value, it will give different outputs for where syntax and let syntax. Suppose if we see using the where syntax, it will give you output as undefined. Here we can see it is giving as undefined. What if we use let instead of using where? If we use let instead of using where, it is going to give an error. We can see that using the let operator for assigning the values, it is showing an error if we call the console.log function before assigning it. If we call console.log function before assigning a variable using where syntax, it is showing as undefined. You can see the primary difference between these two. The where is giving an output of undefined, and the let is giving it as error. Okay, let's learn about functions. A function contains specific number of lines of code which is helpful to perform a single task. Okay, the syntax for declaring a function using parameters model is as follows. Primarily it contains a syntax with a keyword of function space, and we have to give it we have to declare it with a name. Let's perform the operation of sum, so I am giving it to a name of sum, and it should contain parentheses. The parenthesis contains parameters which we are going to use in the function. Let the parameters as a and b. The different parameters in the function are separated by comma in the parenthesis. Okay, then open flower brackets, and we have to let's return the sum. So For returning a value using the function, by calling the function, it should contain a key called return, and we have to perform it operational prediction, so give it as a plus b. Okay, this is the syntax for declaring a function and giving it a return value of a plus b. Okay, let us see the value of this function by giving some parameters. Let's bring this in the console. So now I am giving a to the value of 50 and b to the value of 100. Sorry, the function should also contain a semicolon. Okay, let us see. It is giving the value as 150 as we perform a task sum between 50 and 100, which is equals to 150. It is returning as 150. The syntax for declaring a function using arrow method is as follows. Let's declare it using let giving it a name as product. That means I am going to perform the operation of product, which means multiplication. We need to put in as an assignment operator and should give parameters. The parameters should be in between the parentheses, so open parentheses, close parentheses, and let's give the parameters as x, y, and here we have to put the arrow symbol, which is made by an equal to operator and a greater than operator, and flower brackets open. For using a function, it should contain a return value. The return should be product, so I am giving it as x into y, which means it return a product between x and y. Let's call it in the console. Dot log 20 into 10 20 comma 10. Let's see the value. Here it is returning 200. Perform the task between x and y. X is 20, y is 10. 20 into 10, 200. It is giving value 20, 200. These are the two methods for declaring the function, using normal method and using arrow method. Okay, now see what is objects. Objects are same as variables, but variable contains only a single value. But if we go through objects, let us consider in real life, consider a car. It has different properties like model, cc range, price, mileage, etc. Like this, in JavaScript we can assign different values to a single variable, which is called as objects. Okay, let us see how to declare objects. It is same as declaring variable. Okay, let's start with declaring it using let's give it to a name as car. Okay, then we have to assign it to value using assignment operator is equal to. For giving it different values to a single variable named car, we should give flower brackets. In between we have to put different properties that we want to assign to the car. So let's go with the cost. The cost property should contain a key, which is represent using the double dots, and we can give it value. Let's give it value of 5 lakhs. Okay, let's go with the name of the car. Name study as Audi, and the different properties should be separated between the commas, and then model Z6 cost 5 lakhs for example, etc. This we can see the object keys in the console, object properties in the console using console.log. Now go to the console. Here it is showing all the properties that we have given here: name, model, seeds and cost, name, model, seeds and cost. So this is how we declare a object. We can also access single property using the syntax as follows. Let's access the property name. So it is in the variable car object car. So car using the dot and the name of the property name. Let's use name. Here the console.log will print the Audi as the car.name refers to the Audi. Let's see. Yeah, it is showing the value as Audi. We can also delete the properties in the object without touching declaration. If I want to delete the property of seats, so it should start with the keyword called delete space name of the key or dot seats. So the delete key is going to delete the seeds property from the car. Now let us see what the car object is going to be printed. So here the seeds property is completely deleted. Here only name, model and cost is remain. Modify the objects. If we want to add the another property to the car object, we have to assign it even outside the declaration of the object. I want to add mileage to it, so I am given select car.mileage and giving value 50, giving the value 50 kilometers. And now let's see the and now here we can see that the object also includes the mileage 50 kilometers, which we added outside the declaration of the object. Okay, now learn about nested objects. Nested objects, which means having property to a property, which means the property of your object is going to behave as another object inside the object. Okay, let's observe it clearly. Let's consider a man. The name, let his name be Ravi. Okay, yes, 20. Then let us assume that he contains a car. Okay, and now we want more details about the car. So here we use this car property again as an object. Let's see. This is how we can access car as another object inside the man object. Object name man. Let's give other properties for the car. Let's consider its name. named name of the car be bench. Model 660, color black. This is how we can next a object inside another object. Here the car object is nested in the main object. This is what we call as nested objects. Okay, then how can we access the properties of a nested object? Let's see. I want to access the car name. Previously we accessed the property of the name using the car.name syntax, but here the nested object is inside the main object, so first we have to go through the main. Log main dot, the name of the car property is inside the car object, so then we have to go access the car property, and inside the car we want to access the name, so we have to give the name. Now let us see what it prints. Sorry. Here we can see it is showing the bench. If we want to add another property to a nested object, if we want to add the cost property to the car inside the main, then we have to use the following syntax: car dot first we have to access main, so main. Next we have to access car, so car. Then name of the new property we have to add. That's the name of the new property. We want to add cost, so giving it as cost is equal to, and the cost be 10 lakh 10 lakhs. Now let us see what the main object is going to print. Here we can see the cost is also added. If we want to delete the model of the car, then we again have to use the keyword delete space main dot car dot. We want to delete model, so giving it a model. Now the man is going to print it as follows. Here the model property is deleted. This is how we can delete properties in the nested objects. The syntax for exporting the module is export. Let's export any constant value. Let's declare it using constant. let's export the pi value. Pi equal to, we know pi equal to 3.1415 something. This is how we can export the value. Now let us see the use of this. If we say here I saved the pi value as 3.1415, which is constant, which we cannot be changed. If we export this file, and if in another file, if we I am currently working on, I want to use this pi value. Now I don't have to redeclare it, because I have already an external module which I can use here or import here, so that I can access the pi value without declaring, and we can make this easy. And if we use the variable name pi previously, which may not which will not make any conflicts between the name in the code we are currently working on and the external module code. The syntax for importing the external file or module is as follows: import space, we are accessing the pi value, pi, and space from, we have to give the address of the external file here, dot slash and address dot slash, the name of the external file is mod31.js. This is how we can import the value from the external file. We can see it. Now we can use the pi value without declaring, because we have imported it from the external file. Now this console.log pi is going to print the value 3.14, which we imported from the module.js external file, in which we have already declared the value of pi as 3.1415. So the final output in the console is 3.14. This is how we can export and import modules. So these modules play a crucial role in our daily life coding, which makes the code easy and make the complexity less. And finally, thanks for giving this golden opportunity for perform such a task, which made me fearless, made me to speak. And thank you, Prashant sir, for giving this golden opportunity. Thank you.